Welcome to Whitney Wellness TV. I'm Whitney. Thank you so much for coming. Today we will be practicing a hip opener yin yoga flow. Put on something comfy and let's get started. We will start with the soles of the feet together, knees apart. And if you would like to get the lower back involved, make a little diamond shape with the legs, but to focus only on the hips, bring the knees, bring the feet a little closer in the groins. And we sit up nice and tall on the sit bones. Take a deep breath in to start. And as you exhale, we start to forward fold. So if we're judging the pose between 1 out of 10, with 10 being too much and 1 being too little, we want to start the pose off with between a 4 and 7. So first things first, we find the pose in a butterfly. Feel out the pose, not too much, and definitely not too little. And once you're feeling that stretch in the groin area, we take a deep breath in through the nose. And as we exhale through the mouth, chin to chest. We will be here for some time. Feel free to close the eyes. Relax the shoulders with the next exhale. And allow the body to become soft. Start to bring the awareness to the lower part of your tummy. Noticing as when you inhale, the tummy expands. And as you exhale, the tummy draws inward. As you inhale, the tummy expands. And as you exhale, the tummy draws inward. And continue to notice that subtle movement with breath. On your next inhale breath, we slowly rise up and notice the sensations you're feeling in the body. As you slowly rise up, letting the head be the last thing to lift, and take your time as we move through these poses. And open the legs into a straddle. So spread the legs as wide as you possibly could. And already want to feel that stretch in the inner thighs and the groins. Option to press into your heels and really extend the legs long. Bring the arms in front, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, take your time folding forward. Now you don't have to overdo it and be as low as I am, but whatever the body allows. Remember, 10 is too much. 10 is like, Whitney, I need to go to the hospital. What are you doing to me? And 1 is not intentional. You're not feeling anything at all. So you like to start off between that 4 and 7. Because in Yin Yoga, we allow gravity to open the body. And once we start between that 4 and 7, we give the body space to open up all on its own. And we're intentional with the stretch. Once we're in there, take a deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, relaxing, releasing any tension in the body. And you know, us as active human beings, we are used to exercise that's filled with engagement. That's filled with, we have to engage the body and engage the muscles. But Yin Yoga is the opposite. Notice where you're engaging in the legs. And send the inhale breath there. And as you exhale, do your best to let go. Do your best to surrender to the pose. And we're here for the next few moments. On the next breathing challenge, pay attention to that little pause between your inhale breath and your exhale breath. Taking your time nice and slowly, take a deep breath in and out. On your next inhale, we slowly lift up. Taking your time. Be very gentle with your body. Feel the sensation in the legs and the spine. And we bring the legs together like we're closing a book. And the legs are forward. And we take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we fold forward. So sitting up nice and tall on your hip bones. And we're hinging from the hips. And you're feeling the stretch now in the hamstrings. 10 is too much. 1 is too little. And folding as far as your body allows. Once you're in a comfortable position, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, relax the shoulders and chin to chest. Allow the body to let go. And you're doing great. And pay attention to that little pause between the inhale breath and the exhale breath. That little transition between the inhale breath and the exhale breath. On your next inhale, we slowly rise up. Taking your time, no need to rush. Yin yoga is slow, more on the restorative side, making any organic movements that the body allows. Sitting up nice and tall. We extend both legs, keep the legs forward. Option to keep your right leg straight. And we bring that left ankle on your right thigh. And we want to feel this stretch in the outer left hip. Option to keep this right leg straight and fold forward and see how that feels for your body. If you're feeling that stretch in the outer left hip, great. Fold forward and stay there. If you're like, Whitney, I'm not feeling the stretch in my outer left hip. All right, option 2, bring your right shin in front of you and your left shin goes at the top and feel it out. Keep the hips nice and squared. Option 2, sit up nice and tall. As you exhale, option 2, forward fold. And once again, 10 is too much. You don't want to stress the body out. And 1, you don't want to be confused. So make sure you start off between a 4 and 7, not too much. And definitely not too little. Once you feel it out and the pose is just right, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, relax in the pose, we find stillness. And because we're human beings and we're active, stillness might be a little foreign to the brain. But to help the brain to make sure that everything is okay on the outside, we focus on our breath. And the natural breathing helps the mind to know that everything is okay on the outside. As we're holding these poses, we're here for some time. So relax. Another benefit of a yin yoga practice is it helps to relax your nervous system. So the nervous system could be in either fight or flight, or rest and digest. And to figure out where your nervous system is, notice your breath. And see if your inhale breath is longer than your exhale breath. Maybe the inhale breath is a count of 1, 2. And your exhale breath is maybe just a count of 1. But notice which breath is longer than the other. On your next inhale, we slowly rise. Taking your time as we lift up and bring the palms, bring the arms behind, only to lean back and come out of those hips. Unravel the legs, the feet are hip width distance apart, and we slowly windshield wiper the legs, sending the knees side to side. So the legs are in like a 90-degree angle. All right. And when you're ready, take your time and come on to hands and knees. So we look at our hands, and the hands are together. All right, the hands are together. And what we're going to do is bring that right foot at the outside of your right pinky finger. So feel it out. Right foot on the outside of that right pinky finger. And take your time, sending the hips forward and back. Just feel out the placement of your legs. If the ground is too far for you, you could get some books and fill in the space, or get a lot of pillows and fill in the space between the palms and the floor. We're feeling the stretch in the hip flexors as we sink the hips forward. And you already know what we do. We hold, find a good space, and we hold the pose. Feel it out. And back again. Notice which breath is longer than the other. And it is said that if your inhale breath is longer than your exhale breath, your body is in a state of fight or flight. And if the exhale breath is a little longer than the inhale breath, your body, your nervous system is more in a state of rest and digest. So notice where you are right now. You're not forcing the breath, but it's a natural flow. Accepting the breath. One more breath in. As you exhale, we slowly send the hips back. Straighten out that front leg. Maybe a little fold over that front leg. Nothing too fussy. Get some hamstring stretches. And we come back to all fours, nice and slowly. Gently have a seat, send the legs forward. And we're back into that shoelace again. So if your leg is straight, and this time it'll be the left leg, and putting that right ankle on your left thigh, and forward fold. But if you had both legs crossed, we start with that left leg first, and then bring the right shin on top. Once again, we're working the outer hip. And this side, it will be the right side. The right outer hip, and that's where we're feeling that stretch. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, feel free to forward fold slowly. Folding is an option, it's not a requirement. And as we fold, it allows us to go deeper into the pose. Let's see if you can master the silence for the next few minutes. The next inhale, we slowly rise. Take your time. No need to rush. They say the longer we stay in the pose should be the same amount of time that we take to come out of the pose. So no need to rush. Bring the hands back. Lean back as much as you need to unravel the legs. And we windshield wiper them. Back to hands and knees. And bringing the hands together. Placing the left foot at the outside of that left pinky finger. Send the hips forward and back. Feel it out. When you're ready, we sink the hips forward and hold. Feeling the hip flexors. And try to make your exhale breath 2 times longer than your inhale breath. If your inhale breath is a natural count of 1, 2, making the exhale breath a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe if the natural breath inhale is a count of 1, 2, 3, forcing the exhale breath to be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, we slowly send the hips back, coming out of those hip flexors. Straighten out that front leg. And come back to all fours. And let's have a seat. Send the legs forward. I'm gonna work the thighs, all right? So send the legs forward, and we're bringing that right foot close towards the body. So nice and close towards the body. And then we're sending that right knee down, so inward, thighs together. Option for the toes to point out to the side, or you can point the toes back. It's your preference. Make sure both sit bones are down and grounded. And we're gonna lift the hips, tuck the hips under so we lengthen that lower back, and then bring the hips back down. You take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, we lean back as much as we could. Lean back as much as we could. And the more we lean back, the deeper we get into that quad stretch. All the way back is an option. Feel like, Whitney, you're doing too much today. I know, sometimes I do that. And once you're feeling that stretch between a 4 and 7 on that right thigh, great. Like Tony the Tiger. Once again, relaxing in the poses, being intentional. Making sure both sit bones are grounded. For the next inhale breath, we slowly rise up and lean to that left side, only to straighten out that right leg. And of course, once we do something on one side, we must do it on the other, but maybe we give ourselves a little massage first. Some tender loving care before we go to the other side. And you bring that left foot in, bring that knee down, thighs together. Any variation for your foot? Lift the hips, tuck the hips under, lengthen that lower back, and we lean back as much as we could. Feeling that stretch. Maybe you notice that one side is a little different from the other. Maybe one side is a little tighter than the other side. But get to know your body. Get familiar with your body. Really close the eyes and turn the attention inward. And maybe you think of 3 things that brings you joy. 3 things that brings you joy. Brings you happiness. That brings you peace. Take a deep breath in and out. You slowly rise up, leaning to the right side only to unravel that left leg. Maybe you give yourself a little massage. And our final pose of this practice, we'll do a spinal twist before a little shavasana. So lean back, get nice and comfy. And plant your feet, the soles of your feet down. And what we're going to do is cross your right leg over the left. So the right leg goes over the left, no space between the thighs. We lift the hips and slide the hips to the right as you drop both knees to the left. Take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine, and we twist, opening the chest, grounding your right shoulder blade down as we look over the right shoulder. With every inhale breath, imagine the body lengthening, and as you exhale, twisting. With your inhale breath, lengthening the spine. With the exhale breath, twist the body. As we find that just right spot, you relax in the pose and find stillness. Notice how the body finds its way to settle down. few more big belly breaths here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, we bring both knees to center. Come onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. Of course, once we do something on one side, it must be done on the other to keep the body nice and balanced. Placing your feet down and your left leg goes over the right. Slide the hips to your left. Drop both knees to the right. Take a deep breath in, lengthen that spine. And as you exhale, we twist. So turn much around. Once again, that inhale breath is to lengthen the body. With your exhale breath, we twist. Deep belly breath. Feel the body become soft. So a few more breaths here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, unravel the legs. We come through center. And let us get comfortable on the back. Extend the legs, arms at your side. Just getting nice and comfy for Shavasana, the final resting pose. We'll just take 5 full breaths in together. Take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. One more time, deep breath in and out. And feel free to stay down here for as long as you wish. And allow the body to receive all the benefits that the yin yoga provided. But I'd like to say thank you so much for joining me for this beautiful yin yoga practice that I love so much. And until next time, namaste.